Hey there, YouTube. Figure might as well do a water filter test. If you watched my video on bug out bags, I haven't tested many of these. So I figure might as well give it a test in the comfort of my home and then see how they do later on. I have 3 water filters today. I have the Sawyer Mini with the bag. I have Frontier drinking straw. It's a Frontier Pro actually. And then the Katadyn Hiker. I'm going to test all 3. I got a jar of water here from a rain barrel. It's not the cleanest, but it's not, horribly filthy. Has a bit of a smell, and just kind of sits out there in summer. Basically, just gonna try and filter out one from each and see which one is the best, and if they got all the particulate and taste and everything else out of it. Alright, be starting with the Sawyer Mini here. Already got the bag filled up with water from the rain barrel. Just gonna try and squeeze it out in the glass and see what happens. Comes out clear, or if I can even get it to work. See how that goes. Well, flow's pretty nice. Looks nice and clean so far. Probably can't tell the difference with a bottle right here full of rain barrel water. It's kind of brown. A little bit nasty, some particulate in there. That so far looks really nice and clear. Alright. Well, there's nothing floating in it. Doesn't smell like a swamp, so that's always good. Yeah, no taste whatsoever. Alright. Okay, I'm impressed. It did a very good job, very quick. Alright. Second, we'll be testing the Frontier Pro. This is just a life straw style where you just hook it up. You can screw a bottle onto the end of these. I don't have a soda bottle right now, so I'm just gonna drink straight out of this. Not gonna spit it into anything, I'll just tell you how it works. Alright, let's see here. Now this would actually be more of a backup for me. I'd rather depend on one of these two first, because I'd rather have it into a different container rather than drinking from source constantly. Yeah, it smells swampy in there. Really warm. Okay, it's pretty good. A little bit different taste than the Sawyer did. This one does have pretty good filter elements from everything I've read. I would trust it to filter out most, but I'd still rather filter it out and then boil it later. But if you see a video of me getting sick later, then you'll know it didn't work. Alright. And then, final test here. Katadyn Hiker. Everyone seems to have one of these. From everything I've seen, they work really well. They will not filter out everything. Some of the smaller bacteria and viruses probably will get through, so I'd still end up boiling most of it. Well, got to submerge your front filter here and have it come out here. This is a pump style filter, so you do have to do a little bit more work than you would with the other 3. Takes a little bit. Drawn nicely. Alright, now I have what looks to be chocolate syrup. That is pretty horrible. Okay, like I said, I've never tested this. It is flowing really well, but it is flowing, I believe, what is charcoal out of here. Yeah, I've never had a need to try this, never really had a want either. Now I can see probably a good thing I'm testing it right now, because it is just foamy charcoal right now. Alright, we're going to test this into a different glass, see if it's still spitting charcoal. Okay, well, that looks a lot better. That would probably be safe to drink. It's probably just activated carbon. That's what a lot of these filters will use. Yeah, this is actually a really good flow rate, probably the best of the three. There is still some charcoal in this one. You know, I know the manual says you need to do this for a while, so, you know, it's got a lot of particulate in there. We may have to refill this and see how this goes after I pump it through. But, well, this always tells you, you know, test your gear before you use it. Because, you know, if I had to rely on this and suddenly found that it came out either black or brown, well, there we go. Alright, so far, the hiker is losing. Dump out the Sawyers here. I need more glasses. Alright. Well, that's the cleanest run we got. There's still stuff floating in it, but that could just be the filter itself. Yeah, it smells, well, kind of like a public pool. Very sanitary, very clean. Yeah, I mean, the only things that are floating in it are black, so like I said, I believe it's just the carbon that's coming out of the filter, because this has been bounced around for a while. No taste. Doesn't have a smell. I mean, you can tell from the two different glasses, you know, almost black, tinged brown. This one's pretty much perfectly clear. Yeah, so far I am impressed. The hiker, now that it's cleaned out, seems to be working. Don't see any real problems with it, and this one, just because of the large flow rate, I would prefer to use over the others. Filters are the only thing, you know, and a spare filter for this is, I believe, $44. So, get a little more water in here, see if it keeps pumping in carbon or not. Gotta be patient with these. Don't mind our dogs. Okay, yeah. It's now pumping perfectly clear. So, well, use this as a training aid. Always test your gear before you take it out in the woods and expect to survive on it. Yeah, it's perfectly clear. I can't really do any tests beyond just taste, smell, and sight. So, if I'm wrong, there'll be a video of me vomiting later. But yeah, other than that, all three I'd say have been winners. The Sawyer is probably the best for the money. I mean, this is a $20 filter, and you can buy these at Walmart, at Gander Mountain, Cabela's, pretty much anywhere that sells good quality hiking equipment. And it purifies it the quickest, and you know, with the attached pouch, it's a very handy system. You can fill the pouch in the contaminated water and then move it into a safe container that you know is not contaminated. Whereas, say, this straw filter, you have to drink directly from source and cannot keep extra unless you want to spit it into a different one, and in which case you may as well not, because you'll probably end up contaminating it with what's in your mouth anyway. Alright, well, that's been a test. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, YouTube.